Hi everyone, welcome to the series of lectures on signals and systems. So up to the last class we completed the four properties of the Fourier series, which are your linearity property, conjugate property, time reversal property and time scaling property. So in this class we will cover the four properties, which are your time shifting property, frequency shifting property, so differentiation in time property and integration in the time property. So we will see one by one all these four properties in this class. First, time shifting property. This is the fifth property. So in the series of the properties, it is the fifth property, time shifting property. This is your time shifting property statement. So first we will define the time shifting property, so later we prove the same thing. So what is statement? Statement is nothing but if the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal x of t is Cn, so that is your signal x of t with the time period t. For this signal, the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is Cn. That means your x of t using the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient can be written as like this. So Cn e power so jn omega naught t. So that is the representation of your signal x of t. Now the time shifting property states that now what is time shifting property? So let us consider the right hand side shift operation. So later we generalize the case. So perform the time shifting operation on the signal x of t. We will get x of t minus t naught, where t naught is the shifting parameter. So now what is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? Let us consider it is Cn dash. Now what is your Cn dash? So when you perform the time shifting operation with the help of the system, your time period of the signal does not change. We have the same time period for this signal also, because the time shifting operation is independent on the fundamental time period. So this is your statement. So if Cn is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of x of t, then what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? That is your Cn dash for your signal x of t minus t naught. That is the shifting operation. That is your shifting operation. So to find Cn dash, let us consider this equation. So this is standard equation. Cn is what? Cn is 1 by t. So integral 0 to t. Here your signal is x of t. So e power minus j n omega naught t dt. Now what is my Cn dash? So for my Cn dash also I have to consider the same time period, because time period won't change. When you perform the shifting operation, your time period remains same. So for the calculation of Cn dash also we need to consider the same time period for the signals x of t minus t naught into e power minus j n omega naught t dt. Now we need to express this Cn dash in the standard form, that is this form. So instead of x of t minus t naught, I have x of t. Therefore I replace t minus t naught here by a variable, that is your tau. So with respect to this, how can you change dt? How can you change dt? Now your dt is d tau, that is your dt. Dt equal to d tau. Now what is the limits for tau? Previously these are the limits for your t equal to 0. So this is the upper limit for t equal to capital T. Now what are the lower limit for tau? So what is lower limit for t? When t equal to 0, what is your tau? Your tau is minus t naught. So when t equal to capital T, what is your tau? Your tau is equal to t minus t naught. So these are the lower limits and upper limits for your new variable, which is your tau. So just I transform the Cn dash equation in the form of t to tau. So now what is your Cn dash? So your Cn dash is equal to 1 by t. So integral, what is the limit for tau? Lower limit is minus t naught. So what is the upper limit? Capital T minus t naught is the upper limit. Now it is equal to x of tau e power minus j n, so omega naught. So what is t here? T is nothing but tau plus t naught. So tau plus t naught into dt. Now you rearranging the expression so that we will get the standard form of the equation. Here e power minus jn omega naught t naught is the getting outside. So e power minus j n omega naught t naught. So let this factor getting outside and write the remaining thing. So 1 by t integral minus t naught to t minus t naught, x of tau, your signal x of tau e power minus j n omega naught tau d tau. So that is the equation. Modified equation will get Cn dash. Now you observe this equation. So what are the limits here? So limits are always from, so limits of the integration in the standard form. So that is in Cn, if you observe. So limits always, so if you subtract the lower limit from the upper limit, always we will get the time period. So that is your Cn. Here also if you observe, subtract the lower limit from the upper limit, so what we will get? So we will get time period. Therefore the range of the integration is here over the time period only, over the time period t only. And if you observe the standard equation, with this equation only there is a change in the variable. Change in variable doesn't affect your integration results. Therefore I can write my Cn dash is equal to e power minus jn omega naught t naught. So what is this? This is nothing but your Cn, that is your nothing but your Cn. So that means your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient for this shifted function of x of t will be multiplied by, so will be multiplied by e power minus jn omega naught t naught into Cn. So this is your Cn dash, that is your Cn dash. Now you observe here. So let me explain the clearly once again the time shifting property. So first, what is the definition of time shifting property? Definition says that, see, if Cn is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal x of t, then if you shift your signal, either right hand side shift or left hand side shift, first I consider the right hand side shift operation, that is your x of t minus t naught. Here if you observe, the time period of x of t I considered is capital T. So in the calculation of Cn, I use the time period capital T. I use the time period capital T. Now what is the time period for x of t minus t naught? We have the same time period. Therefore in the calculation of Cn dash also you use the same time period. Use the same time period. That is very important observation. Now what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your shifted the signal x of t, that is x of t minus t naught? What is its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? For that I write the standard equation. Your Cn dash is Cn dash is nothing but the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal x of t minus t naught. So this is your equation. Now to get this equation in the standard form, what I am going to do is I will replace t minus t naught by a variable tau. Therefore entire Cn dash in the form of t, which is the function of t, is going to change to now the new variable tau. Therefore you need to take the new limits for your tau. So in the process I calculate the lower limit for tau, upper limit for tau, and I will split this equation so that I will get a Cn dash is like this. Cn dash is multiplied by factor of e power minus jn omega naught t naught with Cn. So this is your time shifting operation. Now I generalize this case. Whenever we perform the right hand side shift operation, here we will get minus, Suppose if I perform the left hand side shift operation, suppose if the operation is t plus t naught, now what is my complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? So it is nothing but e power jn omega naught t naught into Cn. So when you perform the left hand side shifting operation, here plus indicates it is a left hand side shifting operation. So in the result also we will get plus. So your Cn, which is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your x of t, is multiplied by this factor. Which is e power jn omega naught t naught. This is your left hand side shifting operation. Now I will write the generalized statement like this. So if x of t is a continuous time signal, so with the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of Cn, then the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of x of t minus or plus t naught is let us consider it is Cn dash. So this Cn dash is equal to e power minus plus jn. So jn, so whenever the shifting is minus, right hand side shifting operation, jn omega naught t naught into Cn. So this is your generalized statement for right hand side shifting operation and left hand side shifting operation. So minus is for right hand side shifting operation. Whenever there is a minus, here also we will get minus. Whenever there is a plus, which is your left hand side shifting operation, So we also get the plus. So like that you need to remember the shifting operation. This is about your time shifting operation. Next, when comes to the frequency shifting operation. So this is your frequency shifting operation. So this is a signals and systems is a tool subject. We need to remember a lot of the formulae. Frequency shifting operation. So this is a frequency shifting operation. Now I will write the statement for frequency shifting operation. So later we prove the statement. So what is the statement? If x of t is a signal with complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of Cn, Now then what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal? E power jm omega naught t, so into x of t. So that is your signal. Now for this signal, what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? That is the statement for frequency shifting operation. That means what? Your x of t signal is multiplied by this factor. Whenever we multiply the signal x of t by this factor, now what is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? So that is the frequency shifting property. Now after prove this statement, we need to get the answer Cn dash. Now your Cn dash is equal to, so 1 by t, time period is same, so integral 0 to t. So your Cn dash is nothing but the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal e power jm omega naught t into x of t. So that is your signal. So into e power minus j n omega naught t dt. So next, to write this Cn dash in the standard form, Cn dash is equal to 1 by t, so integral 0 to t. So I want to compare this Cn dash with the standard form. Here we have x of t and e power jm omega naught t, here e power minus jn omega naught t. So I can write here like this, e power minus j, here we have n minus m, like that I can write, into omega naught t into dt. So this is the Cn dash, this is your Cn dash. Now observe this Cn dash. Now compare this Cn dash with your standard formula. Now what we can get? Cn dash is Cn minus m. So see, your Cn dash is nothing but Cn minus m. So what is your standard formula? Standard formula is Cn, which is equal to 1 by t, so integral 0 to t, so x of t e power minus j n omega naught t dt. Here n is there, this is n, c suffix n, that is your standard formula. I compare this Cn dash with the standard formula. So when you compare this with standard formula, in the place of n we have n minus m, therefore I can write your Cn dash as c suffix n minus m. Now what is your Cn dash? What is your Cn dash? Your Cn dash becomes c n minus m. Now if you observe here, whenever we multiply a signal x of t by a factor of this much, so there is a shift in our frequency for our complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. Now if we observe, Cn is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of x of t. Now Cn minus m, that means what? So there is a shift in its frequency for the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. Cn minus m is nothing but the shift in the frequency operation. So to get this much of shift, minus m, so we need to multiply our input signal by this much factor, Now if you generalize this case, suppose if I want to get frequency shift operation, so like this, Cn plus m, so this operation is called right hand side shift operation, which is your frequency shift operation. So this operation is called left hand side shift operation. So for this, what is your signal? So your signal is nothing but e power minus j m omega naught t into x of t. So to perform the left hand side shifting operation in the frequency domain, we need to multiply your signal x of t by this much factor, Therefore I generalized this case and I rewrite the statement once again. This is a generalized statement, which is your frequency shifting operation. So if x of t is a signal and its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is Cn, then so what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of, so e power j m omega naught t plus minus into x of t. Now what is its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? So it is nothing but, so if you take plus here, you take minus first and next plus. So this is your generalized case. So if you multiply your x of t by e power j m omega naught t, so you will get Cn minus m. So if you multiply your signal x of t by e power minus j m omega naught t, we will get Cn plus m, which is your left hand side shifting operation. So this is the generalized statement for frequency shifting operation. If you want to shift in the frequency domain, we need to multiply your signal x of t by a factor of e power j m omega naught t. This is your frequency shifting operation. Next, when comes to the differentiation in time property, so this is your seventh property, so which is your differentiation in time property. So we need to differentiate the signal with respect to the time, differentiation in time property. So what is the statement? So later we prove the statement. This statement is like this. So if x of t is a signal and its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is Cn, then so what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of d by dt of x of t? So let us consider it is Cn dash. Up to now it is Cn dash. Now what is its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient for the differentiation of your signal x of t? So x of t is signal, its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is Cn. Now what is differentiation in time domain property? So if you differentiate your input signal, so what is its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? to prove this, let us consider the signal x of t like this. So this is your x of t using the complex exponential Fourier series expansion for Jn omega naught t. Now if you differentiate the signal x of t both sides with respect to the t, so what we will get? So d by dt of x of t is what? Is equal to sigma n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. We are differentiating with respect to t, so Cn is constant. So when we differentiate with respect to t, n is constant. So d by dt of e power jn omega naught t. Now what we will get? So d by dt of your x of t is equal to sigma n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. So differentiation of e power jn omega naught t is what? So jn omega naught into e power jn omega naught into Cn. So we have the coefficient of t is jn omega naught, and we have the exponential term e power jn omega naught t. So this is your proof. Now if you observe this equation clearly, your Cn is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of x of t. Now what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your Cn times Jn omega naught? Is nothing but d by dt of x of t, d by dt of x of t. Therefore your Cn dash is, what is your Cn dash here? Clearly observe here, Cn is what? Cn is complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal x of t. Now in this place of Cn we have Cn times Jn omega naught. Now what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of d by dt of x of t? It is nothing but Cn times Jn omega naught. So Cn times Jn omega naught. So that is your answer. Your Cn dash is equal to, so Jn omega naught times Cn. That means when you differentiate your input signal, so we will get the answer like this. So the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is multiplied by a factor of Jn omega naught. When you differentiate your input signal, the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is multiplied by a factor of Jn omega naught, omega naught. This is your differentiation in time property. Next, so next property we are going to discuss is, which is your eighth property, which is frequency integration in time property. So integration in, so this property is called integration in time. So integration in time property. So let us observe clearly. So the integration in the time property. First I will give you the statement. So statement is like this: integration in time property. So if x of t is the signal, so its complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is Cn. Then, so what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of, so x of t? Integral x of t dt. So So if you integrate minus infinity to up to the time t, so that is your integral limits. You are integrating your x of t up to the time t, from minus infinity to up to the time t. Now what is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient? This is your statement with respect to the integration in time domain property. So if Cn is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of x of t. Now what is the integration in time property states that what is the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of integration of your input signal x of t up to the time t. The integration limit is up to t. Now what is your Cn dash? What is your Cn dash? That is your statement. That is your statement. So we need to prove this statement now. So proof is very simple. So let us consider this equation again. So what is your x of t? What is your x of t according to complex exponential Fourier series expansion? What is your x of t? Your x of t equal to n minus infinity to plus infinity Cn, which is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient, e power jn omega naught t. So this is your x of t. Now I just modify this equation to avoid the confusion. So later you can clear that confusion. So I will replace t by a dummy variable tau. Just I replace the variable in the above expression by a dummy variable tau, and I rewrite the expression. So x of tau equal to sigma n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity Cn. Just I replace the variable, so other thing remains same to avoid the confusion. So later I will clear the confusion statement. So that is your x of tau. So x of tau. Now integrate both sides the above equation, so up to the time t. So that's why I replace here t by a dummy variable tau, because I want to integrate the above expression up to the time period t. So to avoid the confusion between this time and the integral limits, I just replace my t by a dummy variable tau, so that you can avoid the confusion. Now integrate the above equation between the limits minus infinity to up to the time t. So x of tau. So if you integrate the above equation, d tau, that is equal to, so with respect to d tau we are going to integrate. Here Cn is constant, sigma n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity Cn. So what is integral Jn omega naught tau? So integral Jn omega naught tau is nothing but e power Jn omega naught tau divided by the tau coefficient, which is your Jn omega naught. So that is your integral. So integral e power, so Jn omega naught tau d tau is nothing but e power Jn omega naught tau divided by, so Jn omega naught. Now I will rewrite this statement like this. So integral minus infinity to up to the time t, your signal is x of tau d tau. So that is equal to sigma, clearly observe here, minus infinity to plus infinity. I will get the conclusion here, Cn divided by Jn omega naught into e power Jn omega naught tau. Now we clearly observe this expression. Cn is your, here in this statement Cn is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of x of t. Observe here. Now Cn by Jn omega naught is what? The complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your integral x of tau d tau. Clearly observe here. Cn is complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal x of t. Now Cn by Jn omega naught is what? What is this factor? This factor is nothing but the complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of the integral of x of tau d tau. Am I correct or not? So now the answer for this statement is, for the integral x of tau d tau, your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is Cn divided by Jn omega naught. This is your answer. That is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient of your signal integral x of t dt up to the time t. You are integrating the signal up to the time t. So when you do the integration, when you perform the integration of your input signal, your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is divided by a factor of Jn omega naught. So when you perform the differentiation in time, your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient is multiplied by a factor of Jn omega naught. Jn omega naught. So the Jn omega naught, that is your complex exponential Fourier series coefficient. So we will complete the remaining. We have three properties. We have three more properties. So which are your convolution in time property. So convolution in time property. So next we have one more property is there, which is multiplication in property. So multiplication property, and we have very important property is there, Parseval's. This is very important property, Parseval's. So we'll complete these remaining three properties in the next class. So I will stop today's class. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you for joining this session. See you all.